Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. So we're going to break down the new Genshin banners that were just released, and I'm going to give you a realistic expectation of how good they are, if you should pull for them, or if you should save your primos. Alright, so in case you weren't aware, Zhongli is a crazy strong shielder and defense shredder, especially when you get these enemies close to his pillars. Now, there are some people that don't like Zhongli because of how strong his shields are.
Gather.
If you want your game,
this wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
if you want your gameplay to be easier, Zhongli is right up your alley. His shields are incredibly strong. His burst is a giant meteor that smashes down on your enemies.
This is order.
Oh yeah, baby, this is order. And there is a very easy way to build to where you have good shielding and to where your Geo Comet does a lot of damage. Now, I have the 5-star Staff of Homa, which is his best weapon. So even with your 4 stars, like Black Tassel is a great one for him to use, and it's a 3-star. So, and it's easy to get refinements for the Black Tassel. His shields scale off of HP, so the higher your HP is, the better. We've got a lot of good artifact sets for him. I run 2-piece Noblesse Oblige, or Oblige, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and that helps his burst damage do well. 2-piece Tenacity, obviously HP, helps his shield do well. If you want your account to be stronger and you want your gameplay to be easier, you throw on Zhongli's shield, and then you can get slammed with a ton of damage before that shield goes away. He is extremely useful and versatile. Don't let the haters fool you, okay? They're just mad because of how good he is, okay? Even with Layla having a really strong shield, Baiju's shield is okay, Toma's shield is okay. There is nothing like Zhongli's shield in this game, nor will there ever will be again, because of how ridiculously strong it is. Now, let's talk about the Water Daddy.
Emotions burst forth from the depths of the heart
Or the big kahuna himself.
and surround their host like a dense fog.
Alright, oh look at that! Stellar Reunion available, that's pretty cool. So this is my daughter's account. And we actually have a video coming up of us building Neuvillette. I just haven't been able to release it yet. Neuvillette is the strongest damage dealer in the game. If he's stacked up with all of his like 5-star compared to the other characters with their 5-star weapons, he is the strongest damage dealer in the game. He can by himself clear stages of the Spiral Abyss. He is incredibly strong. Now, you don't need his 5-star weapon for him to be insanely powerful. The Prototype Amber, which you can craft in Mondstadt, and I'm pretty sure you can craft it in other cities too. Prototype Amber is very good for him. You do not need his 5-star weapon. Now, some people don't like his gameplay. His gameplay is it's just different. It's so cool though. I'm struggling to keep my primos because of how much fun he is and how cool he is. Let me find some enemies, bro. There they are. Now he scales off of HP. I'm just putting this down for fun.
The tides beckon.
So you hold his charge attack, and you wind up and you just blast him. And you just blast him. He is so cool. He's got a delicious voice.
There's no God. Settle down.
Look at that. Now, I don't use him that much. I don't know when you have the quick draw like that, or when you have to wind him up. This is my daughter's account, and I don't really use it that much. So, but if you want an insanely powerful unit, then you can get him, and he will be your damage dealer. Now, just like M-Tash would say, a DPS is a DPS is a DPS. So if you already have a few damage dealers, and you don't necessarily need to have the capability to have one of, if not the strongest damage dealer in the game, then don't get him. I currently don't have him, and I probably will keep saving because I want to get the Fire Archon and her weapon if I have a choice. Aesthetically, he's dope. His story, I loved. I actually just finished the font. It's been a while. I was
comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
I was deep in the quest line, so I had to do quite a bit before I could finish the Fontaine quest. They did such a great job. So if you like his aesthetic and you like that kind of like Goku Kamehameha thing, then he is the guy for you. For these wonderful 4 stars here, we have Heizou. Heizou is a 4-star damage dealer. You know, you can kind of do support, you can kind of do your main damage dealer depending on what you want to do. And he kind of does the thing Chaska is doing much better than him. So he was doing it before it was cool. So you lay this, and then all of a sudden you got Heizou, and he is doing some cool animo stuff. He's got great combat feel. So I'll show you some enemies. He's got great combat feel, and he's a lot of fun. He swirls all your supports elements that you have around you, and so he kind of does what Sucrose does, but different. He does what Chaska does, but different. Obviously, Chaska's a 5-star, so Chaska's going to do this much better than he is. 4-star damage dealers, when they're your main DPS,
are a hard sell, but he's a lot of fun.
He's gonna swirl. He's gonna swirl. It's very satisfying. So if a 4-star DPS or sub DPS that swirls all your elements sounds like a great time for you, then I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with him. In case you weren't aware, Fischl is a god tier unit. She is in the running for one of the strongest 4-stars that's in the game, okay? Her application, Oz, what he can do for your team off field is incredible. Fischl is so good. Even before the release, I actually just
created another
upped her,
universe and found
or ascended her, excuse me, and I'm working on crowning her E. I just have to wait for Saturday or Sunday so I can grind the rest of the books. She is an incredibly powered unit. She is basically a 5-star before they were making really good 5-stars. I mean, she is an incredible unit. If you do not have Fischl, if you're a newer player and you're trying to wish for this banner, Heizou, if you don't have a strong lead for the Spiral Abyss or for just good fun world exploration and combat, Yaoyao, which we're getting to, and Fischl and Zhongli, all would be fantastic. Heizou, not so much if you have a better DPS, but at least these 3 are going to be very strong for a new person account. Veteran accounts, you definitely need to get Fischl Constellations. Her C2, incredibly useful. C4 deals 222% of attack of electro damage to surrounding opponents. And then C6 extends the duration of Oz and coordinates the attack to make him even stronger. Like, seriously, Fischl is insane. If you do not have Fischl, if you need constellations, this is a great one to pick up. Now, for Yaoyao. Yaoyao is an incredibly strong healer.
And she's super cute. Oh my lord, is she cute.
I don't have her built right now. She was built for quite a long time. She's great for Nilou Bloom teams. She's great for any addition if you need another Dendro dealer. So you can run her on Deepwood, you can run her on Tenacity, Maiden Beloved sometimes. You can do a couple weird things with other HP items. So you throw her little cute thing down, and she throws these Dendro seeds all over. And they're great for small heals and Dendro application. She's super cute. People love her. Her heals are incredibly strong, and her Q is also incredibly strong. Now you have to have her out. That's the only bad thing about this, is you have to have her out for her Q duration to work. So you run around, and she drops this, and the longer you have her out, the more these little cute Dendro seeds are dropped.
as revealed by...
For Yaoyao, she likes all HP, unless you're doing other EM related like bloom reactions. In that case, you'll mix in HP with elemental mastery. Her weapons are pretty simple. You want, I mean, people say Skyward Spine. I threw it on her because I don't have anyone else to throw it on. But Favonius Lance, an insanely good. If Favonius Lance is so good, I'm actually gonna level up this R3 because I'm tired of switching them amongst all my other units here. She's actually, she's one that I tried to wish on for other banners, but I never got lucky and I only got her C1. So her C1, obviously really good. C2 deals with energy regeneration, really good. C4 deals with the EM based off of her HP, really good. C6, C6 deals a larger AoE with the radishes that she releases, and restores HP and restores more HP. She's an incredible healer. She really is. The only reason I'm not using her is because I got Baizhu, and once I got Baizhu, I kind of didn't need Yaoyao. Baizhu just fit better. His light shielding worked better for me in different teams because you can kind of start doing weird stuff with, like, you know, you start doing Bergen reactions and stuff. I was using on teams with Hu Tao. So, but if you don't have Baizhu, Yaoyao is an incredibly good pickup. She truly is. Fischl God tier unit. Zhongli God tier unit to the point to where he makes the game easier. But yo, that voice though, am I right? And Heizou, you don't need him like you necessarily might need the others, but he's super fun to play. And if you get him and you want to have some fun with him, he runs the EM sets just like Sucrose and Kazuha. So if you already have some of those farmed, you could swap them over real quick, have some fun, and then swap them back. But I think there's a little bit of these banners in for just about everyone. Now, let's talk about these weapons. This is going to be short and sweet and to the point. Do not bother wishing on this banner. I'm telling you, the Tome of the Eternal Flow, it's not worth it. The Vortex Vanquisher is probably the worst 5-star weapon that has been released in the game. It might even be worse than the Energy Skyward Spine. So, like, yeah, the Favonius Sword is great. Sacrificial Fragment's good. Dragon Bane's good. The Favonius Claymore, it's, like, fine, but, like, it's not really that usable compared to some of the other ones. Just skip this one. Save your Primos. It's not worth it. There's so many Vortex Vanquisher owners out there that super regret it. Do not be one of them. Just skip it. It's really not worth it. Don't bother. Save your Primos. Go for a C1. Zhongli's get the extra pillars. Go for some of these awesome units that are here. Try for the big Water Daddy, or save until the Fire Archon. Thank you for watching. We will have the fun build video for Neuvillette coming out, so where my daughter hops on the call, so I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you all watched and enjoyed this. Tell me in the comments what you thought, if you felt like I'm missing something, or if you learned something. I'll see you in the next one.